Okay everyone, I'm back, and just like I promised, I'm going to show you a couple of country. I'm thinking about when I was talking about how farm is like the old country we used to have in the 80s. Farmhouse. Do a couple of farmhouse DIYs, and before I do that, I want to revamp these two geese that I have had forever and ever and ever. And as you can see, they used to have silk flowers on them, and I just took them off, but the glue stayed on. And I'm going to cover this up. I'm not going to bother trying to take that off. So what I think I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of this lamb's ear from Hobby Lobby and the olive branch. I think that's what that is. And I made some cotton bowls, which I will have a DIY on. It's one of the DIYs I'm going to do for Farmhouse DIY. And I got some of these flowers, and I don't know what the material is on these, but these are from Hobby Lobby. It's a weird kind of, it almost feels like foam. I don't know if it's a wood pulp or what, but anyway, they're roses. So I think I'm going to use that. And also I got these from Hobby Lobby, and these are, these really do feel like a balsa wood or something, but they're from Hobby Lobby as well. Also in this basket, this Excelsior, that's what I call it anyway, I use this for all of my DIYs, well not all of them, but a lot of them, and then the raffia. So I will be back in just a minute, and we'll start revamping these two geese so they fit into. Okay, what I did is I cut this off from here, and I think this spray will be big enough. I may cut it so I can kind of move them around a little bit, but anyway, I might cut this down a little bit. But you know, I've had these and they weren't going with what I had anymore, but I kept thinking, you know, I want to keep them because I liked them. Well, sure enough, when I started with my farmhouse, geese and duck and everything else are on a farm, as well as cows and horses and whatnot. So I thought, you know what, they're going to be incorporated into it. Okay, and before I glue them on, obviously I always see where I think I want. See, and then I think I might just take some of these off and just put them individually. I don't know, just gotta mess around with it and see. One thing is, I don't know if these are gonna get too dirty being in the kitchen, but it does look good, you guys, look. Oh, shoot. Well, I can always take these off and redo them if I had to, because I really do kind of like that look. Yeah, I think I am gonna put these in too. Okay, yeah, I wanted to get this one done. I wanted to show you and just do the process on camera. But the other ones that I'm going to do, you can purchase if you want to make something like it, and you can just purchase what I'm going to be using at the store if you want to make one for your kitchen or wherever. So I'm going to get started with the process. And as you can see, I'm not worried about the green old ribbon, because all of that's going to be covered. And it was just too hard to get it off, you know. Too hard. Boy, this is a good little tool made from Mod Podge. They're little tools. I got it from HSN one time. They had their craft, you know, 24-hour. And I got this with a lot of other stuff that was with it, but it does work. make sure that that sticks. Sometimes hot glue, it's hard to stick onto, but as you can see, what she used years ago, still sticking. And not when I want it to. Okay. These are so easy to make, you guys. Really easy. I'm already working on a video on that. Just got to finish it. I'm trying to get a few videos up. I mean, recorded. So I can just get them up when I need to. Let's see what it'll look like with. What are you guys doing this weekend? I don't know if I should. I'll break it off, I think. It is so humid here right now. Ugh. Just down a little bit because it keeps and how easy. See? I got two different ways I'm going to do this. I found this on Pinterest. And there were two different ways to do it, and I'm going to do both ways. Sometimes I don't talk as much in my videos when I'm trying to think how I want to do something. So if it's quiet, I just might add music, or I just might just leave it quiet while I'm thinking. I don't know. Still got a long way to go with her, but I don't want to use silk on the flowers. I'd rather use these type. So you're in the thinking process with me. And when I take this off to put it on, I will keep it because I will use it for these that I've made, and I will wrap them with floral tape, brown floral tape, so I can have longer cotton bowls. Because these are just from a twig from outside that I used, but it's not long enough, obviously, for like a vase or something. But I don't know if I'm going to use this yet, so oh, there it goes. I won't even use this much. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I do like that. And this is just exactly how I do things. I just kind of mess with it until I think, okay, yeah, I like it. And these I'm going to take apart and not put the whole thing. Just pieces. Now I'm gonna, this has wire on it, so I'll go ahead and, this is even what I do. Oh, I do this with all my stuff, with my mantle. I don't put just the whole thing on there. I cut them down and just stick them in a lot of times. It's got a weird, these are really different. They're cool. Stick them in before I glue it. This wire. I might leave that wire, it's kind of cool looking. And of course I get these when they're half off. These aren't really cheap. These were kind of expensive actually in the dried section at Hobby Lobby. Dried flower section. Where the grapevine wreaths are and all that. See, I'm hiding the little glue spots that I don't want to take off. And then if I don't want it all the way down, I mean, I can take the time to take it off, but man, this is hard. It's hard. Okay. There's how it looks so far. And you'll see where these are going in my kitchen. No, Bella. So that's that so far. Still have this one to go. It's under here to cover up that glue. I'll do that over here as well. I'll take this one because it's big. I really like these lamb's ear. They're nice. Maybe I'll put another cotton. Isn't this pretty? And this came off, I put pine cones for the cotton bowls, you know, but there's another way I'm going to do it too, because these, the pine cones, the little, I don't know what you call these, but the pieces from the pine cone are kind of small, but that would be pretty, well, that would be pretty in there. Okay, wait a minute, let me see. Oh, that's kind of pretty in there. That's the bottom of the pine cone. Oh, I kind of like that. You know what? Oh, I do. Or maybe I'll put this on the other one. Yeah, maybe I'll put that on the other one. I like that. See how I did the pine cone on the bottom? But they're too little. I need something bigger. Able to see the bowls, the pine cone part. Yeah, Yep, I think I'll leave those that way. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I took out the big flower. I didn't care for it after everything was said and done. So I put 3 of the cotton bowls that I've made, and then I put more of the lamb's ear over here. And these, I wished I knew what the name of these were, but anyway, these dried, like, I don't know what they are. But they're made kind of to looks kind of like a daisy in a way, I don't know. So put those in, and now I'm just going to put some raffia around her neck. And I will call her done. So I just went ahead, took something I had had for years and just revamped it. So that's it. There she is in all her new glory. So I will be back when I start the next one. Okay, round 2. Here we go. Here's the other one. See how this was left? It's just too hard to get off. I'm afraid I might crack the neck, or it's not worth it because I can cut around it. Cut around it. I didn't mean cut around it, but cover it up. Like I said, this all was packing that came in this basket as a gift, and I've been using it little by little in my farmhouse little dealy bobs. Right now it's looking like a hot mess, but it won't when I'm done. I don't know if I want to... And again, when I do this, you know, take these off, I keep these because I'll put other flowers that I make onto these when I need a really heavy or good stem. So I don't throw those away. So think about that if you do flower arranging or, you know, whatever. Ow. Burnt myself. That's nothing new. See what I mean? This is why I cut them off a lot of times and don't try to put a bunch. It's too hard to try to get all of these to fit right if you do it that way. And that's fine. That's fine like that. Wish I had pictures, again, I don't think I do, of what these look like before. Well, you can imagine. I mean, they just had a bunch of silk flowers on it. It's like the 80s country meeting 2017 farmhouse. It's exactly what it is. Let that glue dry. And I like the way these, you can kind of make them stay up. See, Bella's out. You can still hear her barking, but that's why I put her out, because sometimes she gets in those modes where she'll, you know, just want to bark, and I just can't deal with it when I'm trying to film. So you guys, you doing anything special? Going anywhere for the 4th that's coming up next week? I don't think we're going anywhere. Gotta be kind of careful of these. These are kind of brittle. That's weird. It's not a wire that's in here. I don't know what it is. Different. It's a different cat. If I could just pull these off a little bit, I would, but man, some good old glue she used. My poor nails are so peeling. Do your nails ever peel? It's weird. So weird. I think I will leave that little piece on there. I kind of like the way it looks. So one stem of these lamb's ear from Hobby Lobby did both of these geese. I'm just going to work at getting these pieces of glue off because I don't want to go further down. I'm scared to pull that out because I'm afraid it'll break off. I don't know if I should leave that. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Got to put a couple of cotton balls on there. Yeah, maybe I'll just put one. I want to kind of match the other one. Let's get rid of this, get rid of that. Didn't use it, that's okay. I'll use it for something else. Put that in the trash. There goes the mailman, bye-bye. See you later. You know what, maybe I'll take that out. Maybe I'll put this in. Puff it up a little. Maybe put it, oh shoot, oh well, that broke off, that's okay. I want the pine cone to kind of show. I gotta get bigger pine cones, I think. You can mold them back. It's not hard. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit. Like I said, I'm doing, I've started a DIY on these. I'm not done yet, but there's a couple ways I'm gonna try and do these. These are just so small, they're not showing enough, so I'm gonna try something different that I saw on Pinterest. Well, maybe I'll just do one. You don't have to do more than that. Okay, then I'm going to call that one done. I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't even know if I'm going to. No. Don't think I'm going to put a bow on this one. So, let me get the two together and show you. So, let me clean up this mess real quick. Okay, so there they are. And like I said, I will take pictures. Let him be the guy without a bow. And there she is. And there they are together. So I will take some pictures and I will be back with a DIY It's extremely easy. Okay guys, I'll be right back.